Hello, this is Zane Smith again with Smith Family Gaming, and I was going to have Roland, my son, help me out with this unboxing here. I got a big box. Oh, scale 75. Instant colors came in today. I didn't have to work today. We had my son, my youngest, 9-month-old, well, almost 9-month-old, had to be tested for COVID, and we didn't find out the results today. Luckily he was negative, so we didn't have to worry about that, but I still had to stay home today, which is okay because it's like 10 degrees outside, and working outside today did not sound like much fun to me. So here I am. My son Roland was going to help me unbox this, but he was his nap time. Didn't come in until his nap. There isn't going to be any kind of, cool stuff for him to mess around with, to see all the bad guys and everything, so we're not going to worry about that. He's probably not going to care too much about paint. So I'm going to go ahead and unbox it. That way I can start making some videos and showing you what it is, what's all here. So we're going to move the camera on over here to my area here. Hopefully it won't be too big of a mess. It looks a little messy down here, but I'll try to clean that up here before I move the camera over, and we'll take a look at this here and see what I got. Alright, well, here we go. We're gonna get this big old box up here and take a look at her. Alright. Let's see. Help if I grab a nice little utility knife out of my drawer of goodies over here. So we're going to grab that. Cut this open. Use a cheap utility knife, not the good one, but that's okay. Notice that I did see this on a video, but the X-Acto brand knives are a lot better than a lot of the cheaper ones. I have one that's a Stanley, and wow, that thing's a hunk of junk. The not so much the handle and everything, but the blades are just terrible. Okay, so here's what I got. I got the Forge. Whoop, there it is, if you can see it now, which has nothing to do with the instant paints. That is just metallics, fluorescents, and inks from scale 75, 48 of them. I've got God's plenty of paints, but you can never have too many, right? Or so at least I believe. Oh, great. A whole bunch of peanuts. Peanuts, guys? You guys want some peanuts? I know I love them when they get all over the floor and I can't get anything out of them. Oh, this one's got a little bit of a dent in her. But, I mean, a little dent ain't gonna hurt nothing. Environment. Winter. Soilworks. I already have the, I believe it's the summer and spring. Yep. Spring and summer kits that I got from a different time. Bam, bam. Been kind of practicing a little bit on that. I did some Cowboy Bebop from a deck building game that I will show you guys another time. I also do, what is it called? I'm not even sure what the thing's called. I can't pronounce it at all. It's I-M-G-U-R. Imgur? I have no idea. I'm not much of a speller or a pronunciation king, I guess. So here we go. And then we've got autumn. So now that completes all 4 seasons. Now if I could just get that 5th season. Hell. Oh, no. My bad. No such thing. Okay, so here we got, look, and there goes peanuts everywhere. MU peanuts. MU. So here we go. Oh, take that box. Nobody wants packing peanuts. Who uses packing peanuts? Oh, it's just terrible. Terrible practice. Okay, but I mean, I guess it helps protect it. The box is and shake off all the peanuts. Got it covered in bubble wrap. Bubble wrap's always nice. You can reuse it. I guess you could reuse peanuts, but I like to destroy them because they're a pain in my ass. Oops. Shouldn't use foul language. My bad. Children, they're not present, but that's okay. Been hearing a lot of complaints that these were coming out kind of busted. Still picking up peanuts. And new peanuts. Oh look, there's even more at the bottom. Look at that. Oh, just everywhere. Horribly, horribly everywhere. So they put a little piece of cardboard here to help protect the little box thing from getting busted. I didn't have that in camera, so we'll try it again. So it has a little thing to cover that so it didn't break. The little thing, because I heard that they'd been coming out. So, instant colors. So, pretty nice little box. I mean, I didn't really need the box, but it did have, it got all the colors. And it was cheaper than, or I assume it was cheaper than buying all of them individually. I do not know, nor do I really care. It's damn you peanuts. They're everywhere. Okay, so what we got here, we've got that, and then we'll open her up. So far the box doesn't, apparently I don't need to open it. I don't, how do you open the dang thing? Kind of like that, I guess. Maybe there, at an angle, I guess. Okay. The box opens up. Looks like we've got full tray of paints here. Some more plastic wrap with nothing in it. Can't go wrong with nothing. So, and then here's all the stretch goals we got here. Let's take a look. Painting wheel. A little bent up, but that's okay. I heard they're really cheap. Anyway, I have actually never used one of these, so this will be an interesting thing here. I did back for their painting books because, you know, I'm not very good. So we're gonna probably get some dandy things with that. Some stickers. Wish they would have been a little bit better stickers, but that's alright. I think I'll probably put a couple of these on my big water jug because it gets hot out here where I live. And in the summer, nobody wants to be in 110 degree weather and melt your brain and not have enough water. So there's that. Magnetic beer bottle or bottle opener. Not necessarily beer, I guess. Not everybody drinks. Magnet obviously works. But I don't drink anymore myself. So it'll just be a nice little token. We'll put it on the fridge. And let's see. A couple of bases. Bases were good. That's probably something I'll be practicing on. It looks like this one. Let me see if I can get a little bit closer. Whoop. Okay, that does not work. Way up there, yeah. Bam. Nope. I don't know how to focus this thing in quite yet. So, you know, maybe I'll take another video and we'll get this a close up on here because it's definitely not close enough here. Let me try to fiddle with it a little bit. Maybe I can. Maybe I can get it back to where. There we go. Got to do it manually. Got to stand up and take a look at it. So it looks like, to me, there's a branch on there, and maybe some some low-hanging fruit, maybe. Bad joke. Sorry. I'm partially a dad. I'm dad now, so I can make those jokes. And some nice little leaves and stuff. I mean, it has a pretty good, you know, detailed one, and it might work pretty nice for what we're wanting to do with these new paints. And this one is more of a street, I guess. Got a nice hubcap there, gas can here, bottle, some nice stuff. Hey Roland,
Hi.
Did you wake up? Did you shut the door? Here, we're going to turn the camera to look at this guy. So, here we go. Rolling. Stay where you're at. Stay where you're at. Oh my gosh, stay where you're at. We're going to look at you. Can you say, oh, let's get you focused in. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. You look a little, not quite awake yet. Can you say hi?
Hi.
Can you tell everybody what your name is?
Owen.
What's that? They couldn't hear you that. Look right here. What's your name?
Owen.
How old are you?
2.
3. Are you awake?
No.
Not really? I'm doing an unboxing. You want to come over and help? You might be able to get right up underneath my stuff. Oh, look at all my big giant mess here. Don't look at it, everybody.
Yes.
Well, no, don't mess with the tripod, buddy. You know, you can break it. We don't want to break it. Now come here. Oh, bonk. Bonked it just a little bit. That's okay. Let's see. Who's texting, Papa? Roland is up. I was just about to lay down with Odysseus. He helping you unbox. Yes. Yes, he is now. Oh, Mom was texting me. Okay, so I'm showing him. See, I'm gonna put it on TV and everybody on the internet, and everybody's gonna see us, and they're gonna go, "Wow, that boy's handsome. That can't be his papa." And I'll be like, "Well, you guys are jerks."
What's
So,
that?
this? What's this? Well, this is a paintbrush holder. Let's see, you know. So you take your paintbrush, and since I don't have all my caps for it, it'll actually probably be handy dandy. So there we go. We put it like that. And holds it up. Isn't that nice? Yeah.
Who got you that?
Who got me what?
That.
Well, it came with the box of stuff. My Kickstarter.
What's that?
This baby here is called a instant mold line remover, and I'm terrible at it. So maybe that'll help out. Let's see. There's a. You're supposed to just see. Supposed to just take off all those instantly. Well, that did work pretty good. Nice, considering that I do a terrible job at it myself. So I'm doing that. We got some. Those are paints, buddy. We're gonna look at them. Hold on, more paints. Wait. All right, so we got this stretch goal of metal alchemy, trash metal. Thrash metal, sorry, trash metal. We watch Sesame Street around here, so trash metal sounded about right. Sit down. Okay, now we're gonna turn it around.
Ooh.
Let's see what else we got here. We've got primer. We got bone charm.
And what?
The ice charm. Ooh, they're cold, aren't they? What's that one called? Can you read it? What does it start with? What's that letter?
Well.
Right there. Right
P.
one. Uh-huh. Well, that is a P. What's that gray one right there?
H.
H-O-L-Y. Holy charm. So that's the white, and that is the acrylic medium, which will allow me to.
I want this one.
Well, look at that. There's a nice little plastic one. I do use those, so that's handy there. Let's see. I've heard that.
What?
A little broken piece of wood. Heard that they come that way. That's okay. Oh, sit down.
We got.
It is weird. And there's some paintbrushes.
I want these got
Those came from the thing too. That was before we got there. So I've got a scale 75 synthetic weathering, 2 weathering ones, a number 2, and a number 1. I do need some new paintbrushes that aren't real great. I do have brand spanking new, Broken Toad, Mach 3 miniature series. You've already seen them. Silly. Paintbrushes I haven't even used yet. I've been waiting for a special occasion, trying some stuff out. When you know you spend $75 on some paintbrushes from overseas, you don't really want to ruin them real fast. So we're giving it a try here.
What's this one?
Well, we want to see what that one is. Well, that one is called Estes Yellow. maybe not grab them right out of there. So let's see. Oh, we got some right there. And what's in there? There more paints in there? It sure is. What's that one's called? Salmon Fury. Salmon is kind of a pinky color, so that's it. So first thing we need to do is we need to check.
Brownie color.
That's a brownie color? It says frenzy orange. So I think it'll come out to be dry up to be an orange color. Now first thing we need to do, I've heard people have been getting a lot of, can you wait a second? I'm talking here, bud. Rage brown, that's a brown. Been getting a lot of the same colors, 2 of the same colors, so we're gonna check real quick and make sure that they're got different numbers. What number's on that one?
3.
23.
23. 22.
22, good job. What about that one?
27.
Cheater, no it isn't. Take a look again.
21.
17. What is 17?
I don't know.
17.
28.
There's 21.
22.
20. Well, yeah, we're counting backwards though, apparently. 19. I'll have to take them all out, I guess. 18. Here, hold on, Roland, please. Is that where that one goes?
No.
Yes, it is, actually. You're right. And then
Don't go. Don't go right
22.
here.
Yeah, that one goes right there. So 17, we should be on to 16, 15.
Aha.
Stop. 14,
Gypsy.
13, 12, 11, 10, 9,
8.
8, 7, you're right, 6,
5.
5,
4. 3. 2. 1.
and 00, which is black. Okay, so then we got some more down here, so let's check these out. All right, hold on. Count them up. Let's see here, we got.
1.
Well, we gotta go this way.
No, you count them.
Okay, 24,
22.
25,
25.
26,
27.
27,
No, 20.
28, 29. You're not quite awake yet, buddy. It's okay. 30, 31,
Yeah.
32, 33, 34. Somebody's blowing up my phone. 35, 36,
Oh boy.
37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 45, 46, and 47. So that makes 48 paints because there's a 00.
What's these?
Only one 00s. That's where these go. Remember? Whoop, 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 whoop. And see, then you just pop these back in there. Bam, bam. Thank you,
And then
ma'am.
put this over.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. Well, I don't need that anymore, so I'm just gonna put this in a box. I'll find a different place for that later on down the road. What's what? That's the box it came in. And that's where the paints came in. Now we're gonna hop down. Hop along. Stand there for a second. So before I go and sign off here, everything looked good. The one small broken thing, which I have.
What?
I obviously didn't look down up in it, so I have no idea where. Well, that little piece of wood, remember, buddy? Where it actually goes or what's the point of it. Doesn't look like it needs to be in there, as far as I know. So I'm just gonna leave it out. I'm not probably gonna use. No, Roland. We don't mess with the tripod. We could break the camera. We're not gonna. Probably not gonna use the box for anything. I've got, a giant.
You're gonna hold.
All the drawers, yeah, that's what holds the camera. That's why we don't mess with it, okay? And I've got drawers and they're just filled with paints, so I don't really need this. I'm probably gonna try to find some areas 4 more paint. Yeah, look at that, all in their paint down there. The whole bunch of it.
Yeah, wait.
Yeah, there's a bunch of them in there. Okay, so might be able to even put them right down here. In this drawer, I've got a whole bunch of scales, but I also got to find room for my metal and alchemy. But so I like the packaging. Everything looks pretty nice. The next video is going to be, I'm going to prime some stuff up. I'll probably prime some stuff up with a paintbrush right here, and then I'll move over to my paint room, put on the mask, try priming some stuff up. I am going to show you what I'm going to prime up first, so you kind of got an idea. Okay, so if you remember, you probably don't remember because you probably didn't watch and you don't really care, but I got some, I guess, antithesis paint from War Colors, which you did not focus in. I really need to get like something to focus this in a little bit better. Anyway, so this is a blue 5 is what they call it on antithesis. So, and I did originally have that on Gandalf's. It was Gandalf from Journeys in Middle-earth. I originally did have that on his cloak and on his hat, and then my wife proceeded to tell me that that was too silly looking for Gandalf. It looked more like Schmendrick from The Last Unicorn than Gandalf. So I went over the top of it, which is something I heard you cannot do with the instant paints, is go over a dark color with a lighter color. And I went over it with this blue-gray on top of it. And I spent about 30 minutes or so painting this guy up, Gandalf here. And the reason why I painted Gandalf up was because I actually took a look in a book. Nope, that's something else we watch. You've already seen Gandalf, Roland. Just hang on a sec. So I actually in the Journeys of Middle-earth, this is the expansion for it. I actually got 3 Gandalfs, and I'm missing one, apparently 2 other miniatures that I have no idea what they are. So, and with the what's going on with the Fantasy Flight Games and their return policy, which is return it to whoever you got it from. They'll give you a brand new copy. That seems like a giant waste of money and resources and everything else, and that means I've got to do a bunch of extra legwork. Not very happy about that. I'm just going to probably, you know, do nothing about it and just gripe about it. But what I do plan on doing is maybe just buying a whole nother set, and if it's right, because I bought this when it first came out, and this is now, you know, February 8th, 2021, so it's been out for about a year. I don't think that the place is going to take it back now, especially after I opened it and now painted it, but that's neither here nor there. I had the same problem with the Crisis Protocol, Marvel Crisis Protocol. I opened it all up and put everything together and then realized, hey, wait a second. It doesn't have the cars. It's got the bases of the cars and everything else, but it doesn't have the top of the car, so it's just the underside of the car with the wheels. And I'm like, okay, I'll get it replaced and everything else. And then I went and took a look at what they were doing, and it was just terrible. And I was like, oh geez, that seems like a big hassle to go get it, especially since I don't have a real big game store, and mine that would be nearby is an hour away. So I would have had to have drove an hour out of my way to go and return that, which they probably wouldn't have taken because I glued everything back together already. So not real happy about that. Anyway, so I did this with the antithesis, thinking, you know, I've got 2 more. So this is a perfect way to kind of take a look at this and do a better, you know, comparison on it. So I've got my other one here, and we're going to do a similar color scheme with the instant colors and see what we come up with. See which one you guys like better. You can just leave it in the comments and tell me, well, I like that one better, I like this one better. We'll figure that one out. And then I've got another one that I will paint regularly like I normally would and see which one turns out the better. I'm hoping that the one I spend time on and do regularly actually turns out better, but who knows. Yeah, at this point I'm not that good. I mean, I have some stuff I can show you here real quick. A little guy from, let's see, Zombicide Invader. I don't know, my little camera here makes it look like it's all messed up, but I don't know if you can see that or not. And I know I did the backwards thing. Okay, so the highlights should be lighter than the dark spots. He's an alien, okay? So me, I'm like, you know what? He can reverse the what things are supposed to look like. I kind of like the dark and the light being in different areas actually in that one. And I've got a whole group of them. Do not touch. To go through there. Here's my latest thing, and I've been actually waiting for my scale 75 paints to do this. This is my first attempt on some fire. This is the Conquest Dwegum Fire Berserkers, and this is my first time trying a little bit of fire. I actually thought it turned out pretty well. But you guys can let me know and tell me how bad it really is. So there's that, and this was Bjorn or Brom or whatever the devil this guy's name was that they painted up on the Kickstarter for Instant Colors. So I will go ahead and prime him up. That looked like to me that they primed him in the gray and then did the white and kind of a zenithal kind of texture, obviously the dark from the bottom, the white towards the top to get the different color shades that they want. So we're going to try with that. I do need its resin, so I do need to wash it up from everything I hear. And there's a little thing there. These are what I'm using here is obviously shish kebab sticks, so I'm kind of handy for that. But that's basically, I've done some other stuff and everything else. I don't really have anything on hand that's completed right off the bat, except for that one alien. And then this guy, I guess, you can grab him. And he is, I believe, Pride from 7 Deadly Sins. And he was one of my first larger models I did. And it was several years back. It was actually right before my son was born. So I guess that would have been, almost 4 years ago. I think he turned out pretty well. Good enough, like I said, good enough for me. And that's all that matters. So pretty happy with him. He looks pretty cool. And I haven't played the game yet because I've been trying to get everything painted, and like I said, that's been 4 years ago, and I still have hardly anything done. So we're working on it. I'm getting there. If I can find the time, I will eventually get to play the game. It shouldn't stop me from playing the game, but it does. So here's also something that I'm wanting to paint up. It is a Juton, a 9-face troll. And I saw this on Scale 75's website. It's not one of their models, but wow, do I love everything about it. And I do plan on getting him painted up and hopefully make him look really fantastic. They've got him kind of with a bluish purple skin and dark hair and everything else. And I like to paint close to what other people's, whatever their kind of artwork is, so it's close to that. I'm not real great at picking my own things out. And then for the purpose of these instant colors, I also picked out a bunch of random junk. I call it junk. That's not really a fair thing, considering that they're perfectly fine. I mean, if you play Dungeons and Dragons, I think these were Pathfinders. That's fine. These are pre-primed, so there was going to be my test on whether or not they can do on other primers, because I've been hearing that you can't. Don't mind the little green. I was testing out a different color. The war color is transparent. green. So I did that, and then got this little dragon. I did some antithesis on this one here, which was an emerald, and then an emerald 5 or something. And then I did that blue 5 over the top of a emerald 3, I think. Emerald 4. Okay, emerald 4. This other one was a emerald 5 apparently. Okay, and then I did that blue-gray over here on his nose just a little bit, just to see what it was. And then I did this here with the layer set of their green. So it turned out all right. I mean, you layer it up, it's pretty simple. I like how it's numbered and no silly numbers and everything else. And then this one I just didn't take it all the way out. I just went from the dark to a couple other shades and then just kind of stopped, because I plan on painting over it with something else. So like I said, these are going to be my practice ones. Some of those I did do this itty bitty hobbit from Pathfinders, for a game that Candace and I, my wife, play, Lord of the Rings. Trading card game, I guess is what it's called, and you need little things to show where you're at, and why not use hobbits. And these were $5 for 2 of them, and we can each have one. And I tried using the antithesis on it and doing all right.
Did go up there to there?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but down here.
All right. Well, that's okay. And then this was a bones thing that I got. And I once again did the transparent green over here to do this. It said do not reprime this, but I did. I did it with just some cheap, really cheap hobby spray can paint. So it's, you can't really tell in here, but it is kind of dusty looking because of that. I might have gotten a little too close. I'm not real great with that, but their primer, I could not get any paint to stick to it. It would just slide right off of it. So that irritated me, so I went ahead and I reprimed it to try to do with this, and then we'll find out whether or not the instant paints work on crappy, cheap primers. Also, when they tell you you're not supposed to reprime bones, miniatures, painters. So, and then we got a little skull that came with the dragon. I have no idea why that is considerably out of scale, but whatever. Maybe it's a giant skull. So we're going to paint that. Here's something that my wife has kind of worked on with some Turbo Dork. Their colors. It was her first attempt on painting. She did all right. I mean, nothing wrong with it. And I did these wings with some of that orange antithesis, I believe, or maybe it was the brown, one of the brown colors I had, just to kind of see how it went in his hair. That way I could see how it looked. Because that's the whole idea, is before I'm going to go ahead and put any of these paints on anything I'm going to use, I want to test them out. And I tested them out on some just some random I can't find them.
What?
I did it on some random bases that actually Marvel Protocol. Yeah.
That how it go?
Yeah, kinda. And so, you know, I tried them out a little bit. I found that this did not really show me kind of what I was looking for on the antithesis or even the color, so I kind of gave up on that and decided that I would use something else.
Oh, I saw it somewhere.
It's all right.
Oh,
yeah, that's why you need to put it away, buddy. And then I've got this other Dungeons and Dragon. I think he's supposed to be a gold dragon, but we don't care about that. We're just going to paint it whatever color we want. It's going to be like psychedelic, have 50 different colors on there because it looks like it's going to be a nice texture. And that's kind of what I'm believing that you want to use textured kind of things with these instant paint, contrast paint kind of things. Wow, that was sharp. That almost jabbed right through my frail little skin, I guess. Anyway, so that'll be another test to see whether or not it sticks and does a good job to pre-primed miniatures. And then for the big test, what we're going to do for the majority of it is, like I said, Braun. And I also picked up Rune Wars by Fantasy Flight Games, the miniature game. And I picked up 2 copies of it. I got one set all put together. They're okay miniatures. I mean, they're not the best. I've seen much better. I mean, the Fallout ones I have from Fallout Wasteland Warfare are much better. But it's pretty nice for the most part. I'm going to try to use those because I can do one set with the instant colors and one set without and see how close we get and go from there. So for now, I'm going to sign off and we'll set this up here in a little bit and we'll get ready to paint.